Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coating bringing you your Jimmy Carter update this morning on K103. And Jimmy, how about Taylor Swift? She's got some money, huh?
Well, Forbes magazine, goes around and reaches into everybody's pocket and sees what they're worth. George Lucas is the richest celebrity billionaire at $5.5 billion, but she now made the list. She's number 14 at $1.1 billion. And she is the first musician to hit 10-figure status solely based on songs and performances. Rihanna is worth $1.4 billion, but she's done it with fashion and beauty and all kinds of brands and other stuff.
Huh.
$1.1 billion. Boy, I can still see her. I was on the road with Brad Paisley. She was the opening act. Her mother goosing her to get, go on up stage. You can do it. Carrying that big old box guitar, acoustic, awkward as a cub bear. I come back 6 weeks later, and she's still on the tour, and she's like Reba. She's down there, grab hand. She was the fastest learning student I ever saw.
I believe it. An awkward teenager blossomed into a megastar. That's amazing.
And did it really quickly, too.
Yeah.
And she was a fast learner, that's for sure. You put in Google search engine, you put in the words country music, and then you go to where it says they give you images, videos, news. I hit news, and every story, whether it was the New Yorker or Washington Post or the Guardian out of London or France, Beyoncé, Cowboy Carter, and what they thought about it, one way or the other. I mean, the New Yorker said Beyoncé won't burn down the barn, so they weren't that crazy about it. But one of the trade publications said Unstoppable as best album of the year at the Grammys. And we're just getting started.
That's wild. You Google country music and Beyoncé pops up. Who would have thought?
Tribute bands. There are a few. There always have been different things. I saw the Fab Four not long ago, and they do a tribute thing to the Beatles, and they're very good. But I hadn't seen that many. I understand now there's a Jason Aldean tribute artist running around. If you can't afford Jason, you get the tribute artist.
Did you call that the Wish Jason Aldean, I guess?
But I didn't know there was one for Garth, and played last night in Palm Springs. The Garth guy.
The Garth guy. Okay.
The Garth guy. So, there's some for, I got the whole list here. There's one for Chicago, apparently 2 or 3, I think. Tina Turner, ABBA, Bon Jovi. There's one called Last Train to Memphis, which is Cash, The Killer, and The King.
Okay, all right.
So that would be ambitious with 3 of those people. Morgan Wallen's ex-girlfriend is either married or engaged. We see social media where she's taken a ring from her longtime boyfriend, Luke Scorovacco. She's still co-parenting with Morgan, their little baby Indigo, last I checked. Alabama going to play Nashville's Bridgestone Arena. If you're looking for a reason to know that it ain't going to get rained out, July 19. That's a beautiful arena. It always does good. Hart's going to play there, too, if you can remember that group. And that bearded dude, Oliver Anthony, has his first studio album that came out this week, Hymnal of a Troubled Man's Mind.
I heard about that.
So I don't know if he's here to stay or not. I hadn't gotten that memo yet.
I think he'll have a loyal following, but it might not be the biggest following. So.
I think that's right.
Well, Jimmy, take care of yourself. Whitney will be back tomorrow. You can chat it up with her. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Your Jimmy Carter update brought to you by Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coatings with offices in Cape Girardeau and Marion. Go with Reynolds.